Morning children. Today we will study about the circulatory pathways. Actually, how the blood circulates in our body, it is of two types. So today we are going to study this in detail. Now first type is open circulatory system. What happens in open circulatory system? The blood is pumped by the heart, which passes by large vessels into open spaces or body cavity called sinuses. In this there are no blood vessels. The blood is pumped by the heart and it goes to the body cavity, and this body cavity is known as hemocoel. Hemo means blood and coelom means body cavity. And the cells directly take oxygen and pass out carbon dioxide, means exchange of gases takes place between the fluid which is present in the body cavity and the cells, and it occurs in two phylums, arthropods and mollusks. So what happens in this? The blood passes from the heart to the body cavity, and there are no blood vessels, and it occurs in only two phylums, arthropods and mollusks. Now the next type of circulatory system is closed circulatory system. Closed means in which the blood flows through blood vessels. So in closed circulatory system, blood pumped by the heart always circulates through a closed network of blood vessels. You all know na, blood vessels, arteries, veins and capillaries. So the blood will through only these blood vessels. More advantageous because the flow of blood is regulated in a better way. It occurs in most of the vertebrates. So see, if you see in closed circulatory system, blood flows through blood vessels. So which is more beneficiary, open or closed? Closed is more beneficiary because it is fast, it is more efficient, and open is slow, less efficient, and it is more regulated also in comparison to open circulatory system. In closed circulatory system, the body cavity is known as coelom, and in open circulatory system the body cavity is known as hemocoel because it contains blood. Coelom means body cavity and hemo means blood. So the body cavity containing blood is known as hemocoel. It occurs in open, but in closed circulatory system, the body cavity is known as coelom. And in this open circulatory system, if you see, the body tissues are in direct contact with the blood. In closed circulatory system, they are not in direct contact. From the blood capillaries, the blood substances pass into the tissues by diffusion, and then exchange of materials take place. So closed circulatory system is the system in which the blood flows through blood vessels. Now let us see in detail here also. Open circulatory system is common to mollusks and arthropods. Did you see? The blood capillaries are opening into a cavity or directly the body cells. Open circulatory system pump blood into a hemocoel, with the blood diffusing back to the circulatory system between cells. So this is open circulatory system. And in closed circulatory system, it occurs in vertebrates, and a few invertebrates have a closed circulatory system. In closed circulatory system, blood is pumped by a heart through vessels and does not normally fill body cavities. So these are the two different types of circulatory system. Now let us see the different types of circulatory pathways. Children, if you will see, our heart has four chambers, two atrium and two ventricles, but fishes have only one atrium and one ventricle, so it is known as two-chambered heart. amphibia and reptiles have 3-chambered heart except crocodile, and crocodile, birds and mammals have 4-chambered hearts. The heart can have 2 chambers, it can have 3 chambers, and it can have 4 chambers. So let us see the 2-chambered heart which occurs in fishes. So in this it is called single circulatory system also, because the blood passes through the heart only once. Now if you see the diagram, children, atrium collects blood from body, and atrium will collect which type of blood? Deoxygenated blood. Whenever we show in blue color, it is deoxygenated blood. Blood means containing carbon dioxide. It will go from atrium to ventricle, and then from ventricle it will go to gills. Now gills are the organs where exchange of gases will take place and the blood will become oxygenated. Now the oxygenated blood will go through blood vessels to the body tissues or body cells, and then again exchange of gases will take place and the blood will become deoxygenated. Oxygen will go to the tissues and CO2 from the tissues will pass to the blood. So if you'll see, the blood, it's deoxygenated and again it enters the heart. So in fishes the heart handles only deoxygenated blood and it is known as venous heart. So let's see from the diagram also. Atrium collects blood from body, atrium transfers blood to ventricle, ventricle pumps blood to gills, gills pick up oxygen and give off carbon dioxide. Then blood travels to body cells and gives off oxygen and picks up carbon dioxide. So it is a single circulation and it occurs in fishes as they have 2-chambered heart. Let's see again, it is heart has 2 chambers, atrium and ventricle. Contraction of ventricle forces blood to the gills. Exchange of gases takes place. Blood becomes oxygenated. Blood passes to the rest of the body. In tissues, exchange of gases takes place. Blood becomes deoxygenated and the blood returns back to the atrium. This is single circulation. Now let's see incomplete double circulation. Why do we call it? Because in these organisms the heart has 3 chambers, 2 atrium and 1 ventricle. It occurs in amphibians and reptiles except crocodile. Now you will see there are 2 atriums. If you see the diagram, the right atrium will collect deoxygenated blood. Children, always remember from the right side. Right side contains deoxygenated. So the blood will come to the right atrium, which is deoxygenated, and then from there it will go to ventricle. From ventricle it will go to lungs. And because the blood which goes to lungs, it is known as pulmonary. So it is called pulmonary circuit. So what will happen in the lungs? Exchange of gases will take place. The blood will become oxygenated and will return back to the left atrium. From left atrium it will go to ventricle, and from ventricle it will go to the different parts of the body, and this is called systematic circulation. When the blood passes to the lungs, it is known as pulmonary circulation, and when blood passes from the heart to body parts, it is known as systematic circulation. So it is like us only, but the difference is the ventricle will contain a mixture of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, because they have only one ventricle. Because deoxygenated blood from right ventricle is also, right atrium is also entering the ventricle, and oxygenated blood from left atrium also is entering the ventricle. So it is a mixture of deoxygenated and oxygenated. That's why it is known as incomplete double circulation. So amphibians and most reptiles have incomplete double circulation, and they have a 3-chambered heart. Now if you see in detail, the heart has 3 chambers, 2 atria and 1 ventricle. The blood from the rest of the body enters the right atrium. Children, for this you make that circuit yourself and try to remember from the circuit what happens. First make the heart with 3 chambers and a flow chart, and then you from your mind only you write from here it is going there, what is happening, so you'll have not to learn it. So the blood from the rest of the body will enter your right atrium, from right atrium to ventricle, from ventricle to lungs. Lungs, what will happen? Exchange of gases takes place. Then what will happen? The blood will become oxygenated. Then oxygenated blood will come to the left atrium, from left atrium to ventricle, and from ventricle to the rest of the body. Again exchange of gases takes place and blood becomes deoxygenated and is returned back to the heart. So this is your incomplete double circulation. Now let's go to the next stage. This is double circulation. It occurs in all vertebrates. Like not all vertebrates, birds and mammals, or aves, mammals and crocodile, they have double circulation, or because they have a 4-chambered heart, 2 atrium and 2 ventricles. Now again let us see from the diagram without reading it. What will happen? The blood from the body will come to the right atrium, from right atrium to ventricle, from ventricle it will go to lungs. Then lungs, what will happen? Exchange of gases will take place. The oxygenated blood will come to the left atrium, from left atrium to left ventricle, from left ventricle through aorta to the rest of the body, where again oxygen will be delivered to the tissues and carbon dioxide will be taken up by the blood, and the blood again becomes deoxygenated. So in this, complete circulation is occurring, and it is occurring twice from the heart. One is to the lungs and one is to the body. And in this, the oxygenated blood is separate from the deoxygenated blood. That's why it is known as double circulation. In amphibians it was incomplete because the ventricle had a mixture of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. So double circulation occurs in your crocodiles, aves and mammals, and this is the best type of circulation. Let us see in detail again. Heart consists of 2 atrium, 2 ventricle. Deoxygenated blood from the body enters the right atrium through vena cava, from right atrium to right ventricle through tricuspid valve, from right ventricle to lungs through pulmonary artery. So you will know and remember the blood vessels also. Make a flow chart and try to write it. Here exchange of gases take place and the blood becomes oxygenated. Then oxygenated blood is transported to left atrium through pulmonary vein, from left atrium to left ventricle through bicuspid valve, from left ventricle through aorta it is transported to the rest of the body. Here exchange of gases take place and the blood becomes deoxygenated. Very easy to learn. Let's see the difference. This is single circulation, incomplete double circulation and double circulation. In fishes, what happens? Only 2-chambered heart. The blood will flow from atrium to ventricle, from ventricle to gills, become oxygenated. Then the oxygenated blood will go to the body parts and again becomes deoxygenated and returns to the heart. So this is known as venous heart because it contains only deoxygenated blood. Amphibia has 3-chambered heart. Again blood will go from body parts to right atrium, from right atrium to ventricle, from ventricle to lungs. Exchange of gases will take place. The blood will come back to your left atrium, from left atrium to ventricle, and from ventricle to the rest of the body. And you will see the color is not red, a little bluish, because it is a mixture of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood which is going to the body parts. exchange of gases will take place in the body parts and the blood will become deoxygenated and will return back to your right atrium. So this is your incomplete double circulation, and this occurs in your fishes and reptiles. Only crocodiles have double circulation, and in birds and mammals double circulation. In once the right atrium will receive deoxygenated blood, it will go to the right ventricle, from right ventricle to lungs. Lungs exchange of gases will take place, blood will become oxygenated, then it will return to left atrium, from left atrium to ventricle, from ventricle to the rest of the body through aorta, and again in the rest tissues the exchange of gases will take place and the deoxygenated blood will come back to the heart. So these are the different circulatory pathways. They are very easy. I think you may have understood, and try to understand it, children, instead of learning, and try to make these flowcharts and try to understand and write in your own words. So it will be very easy to learn and you will remember for a long time. Thank you.